Hello, hello, and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my bed. I'm currently waiting for my 458 Spider to arrive with Mr. Turbo Transport. He is turning up to an undisclosed location, not actually my house, but he's turning up with it anyway. So the 458 Spider has been on a lorry, it's been coming down from up north, and it's about to arrive with me. So before I go and take delivery of it, get it off the truck and get very, very excited, I want to talk to you about something I've spoken to you about loads and loads of times. It is called Skillshare. Loads of you are already using the platform, and do forgive me if you're already using it and you already know about it. Skillshare is back with this video to give you another 2-month free trial. Now, if you don't know what Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of courses covering creative and entrepreneurial skills, which you can learn in your own time. Whether you want to just learn stuff to fuel your curiosity, or whether or not you want to build a new career or a side hustle outside of maybe your day job, as in my case, then Skillshare is the place for you. And there's loads and loads of really helpful things, and even idiots like me can pick up skills and learn them pretty quickly. As many of you will know, I used to have my videos edited for me. I now edit them myself. It is all in-house. So while my editing might not be perfect, I've gone from a complete novice, having absolutely no idea what I'm doing, to be able to chop together a video, which, with limited success, some of you may well be shouting in the comments, but I'm pretty proud of it so far. So I'm still learning, and there are video editing courses, of course, on Skillshare. There is a photo editing course, I believe, from John Olson, and there are actually courses on even productivity for creatives as well, because that's a huge, huge thing. There's stuff like drone flying on there, there's stuff like accountancy, more kind of serious stuff. Whatever it is, as I say, there's thousands and thousands of courses on there, and there's videos as well, so it takes you through it step by step. Really, really cool. And because Skillshare is sponsoring this video, there's a 2-month free trial. Yes, free, I know that's a magic word. Click below anyway and get involved and take advantage of that before they take it away again. I don't know if they're going to be back after this one, so make sure you get involved. I know hundreds, if not thousands of you already involved in that, and I'm getting loads of DMs off people saying, you know, I've learned to edit and all the rest of it. That's great. But they're back. So if you do want to get involved, now is the time. Once the subscription starts, it's actually only $10 a month, which is nothing really. If you compare that to the price of, you know, the average course for an hour, it's going to be several times that. So really, really good value once you do start paying. But as I say, you will not pay for the first 2 months if you get involved below. So all the best with that. Without further ado, I think it is now time to get my 458. So let's go downstairs and find Turbo Transport. Wait for it to focus. Hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my 458 Spider. I was about to say it's home. It's not really home, but it's back in London anyway, and it is here. It is safe. It has made the trip down from up north to slightly more local. So without further ado then, I'm gonna start talking about it, and I'm gonna show you around the spec, I'm gonna show you around the car, I'm gonna talk about kind of why I got one, and what the deal is with a random 458 Spider turning up in my garage, because I did get a lot of questions. A lot of you were saying, you love the car, but there were a few whys. So we're gonna get into a bit of whys, potentially, in some depth in this video, and we're gonna have a little walk around, so come on then. Firstly then, the more observant ones amongst you would have realised that this is a red Ferrari. It is a Rosso Corsa Ferrari, otherwise known as resale red. Do not let that distract you though. I will not be selling this anytime soon. This is not a flip. Flipping cars is reserved to brand new limited cars. This is neither brand new nor is it limited, so it's not a flip. It is in resale red though, Rosso Corsa, the famous Ferrari red, the same colour as their F1 cars. Very, very cool. And this actually is my first red car ever. Fact of the day. Now, when I saw this car originally, the wheels were silver, completely silver, not diamond cut at all, just a completely plain silver. I do like silver wheels, but on this car it just didn't work. So I actually got Ferrari wheels to spray them in this this grey colour. This colour was an option from the factory, but the original car did not come with this. But I said, spray them up, lads, and they've done a wonderful job of it. So hats off to the guys at Wilmslow. The calipers were already red, and I've made no secret of the fact that I don't like coloured calipers, especially not red calipers. But I think Rosso Corsa, Rosso calipers on this car works very, very well. It matches the paint, and we like that a lot. I just think the grey wheels look so much better. I had a lot of people saying you should have got black wheels, but I'm afraid you've been overruled. They look way better to me. Coming around the car then, you'll notice that there is no external carbon on the car. This may well be something that I'll be doing in the future. I may well put carbon around the car at some point if it bothers me. But for the time being, I just want to enjoy the car, and I don't actually really care. So you can get that in carbon there, and you can, come with me, you can get carbon door handles, which I don't really see the point in. Carbon mirrors potentially are a thing. I don't actually know whether that's a thing. I might be lying about that. But you can get carbon fins in here. And I believe these actually move around at speed or something or other, I don't know. More technically competent people will be telling me in the comments what these things actually do, but I believe these are actually active to some extent. But you can get these in carbon also. And I think you can also get carbon in the headlights, or maybe that was just an option on the F12. Anyway, doesn't have any of that jazz, so we'll stop talking about it. Inside the car then, and I did touch on this in the dealership, you'll see that there are red carpets. I originally told them to give me carpets for the car because I didn't think there were carpets. They're just camouflage. There are some there. They've got a very nice stripe in them. I still don't know how you do that. Inside then you will note that can be carbon there. It isn't. That can be carbon there. It isn't. That can be carbon as well. It isn't. It's more of a classic spec, to be honest with you. Some of you are saying POV spec probably already, but I don't agree with you. I think it's actually quite a classy spec. And the seats as well. The seats I opted. The seats I actually wanted a Spider with the sort of more comfortable seats, not the buckets. My Pista has the bucket seats in with the carbon back on them and all the jazz. They're not hugely comfortable. These seats though are very, very nice. They've got a bit of bolster in them, they've got a bit of support, and they're in very, very good condition as well actually. It's a very low mileage car, but these are heated as well. Crucial, crucial Spider vibes, especially as I'm gonna have this car over the winter and I'm gonna be driving around with the roof off. Let's go around to the driver's side anyway. Aha! One thing I do want to point out, I've actually already bought the badge, you know, the little flag badge that goes on there. I've actually already bought that, so I'm going to stick that on the car very shortly. I'll probably make a whole video out of that though, maybe a 10-part series. Right, coming around to the driver's side then. There is one thing in here that really annoys me and I'm going to sort out pretty much instantly. You'll note that the wheel is carbon. You cannot have a V8 Ferrari without this, certainly a modern one anyway. But the paddles, they're not carbon. I really don't, I've never seen carbon wheel and non-carbon paddles. I mean, it's frankly ridiculous, but this doesn't have them. However, these are hundreds to sort out, not thousands, hundreds. So I'll be getting carbon paddles and just putting them on because, you know, it's a relatively cheap fix, and you can probably sell those paddles there for a few hundred anyway. All in all though, a very, very nice place to sit, and I do like the red. It's a bit controversial, but I like the red in the carpet. It's probably going to get a little bit messy, but I do like it, and it matches obviously the stitching. And as you've seen earlier, there is the branding package or whatever it is in the headrest, so pretty sick. Stitching then goes throughout, and you'll note as well there is a JBL audio hi-fi option available. This doesn't have it, but I don't really care because I will have that back window down at all times and I'll be listening to the V8, and a lot of the time I'll have that roof off as well, so don't really care about you, mate. Besides, the Ferrari audio stuff is just pretty useless, you know. You've got this little screen here and you're fiddling around on all these dials. It's mayhem basically, so I don't really bother with the audio in my F12 either. Coming down here then, the central bridge, as I touched on earlier, that can be carbon. You've got all the controls on here pretty much that you need to manage the gearbox and whatnot. You've got auto, reverse, and you've also got launch as well, which is chaos. You've got the all-important roof button there, and then that button there drops the rear window right behind you, so you get all the comfort of having the roof on, but all the V8 noise. Obviously you've got the windows, you've got hazard warnings there, and you've got a little F1 there just reminding you about F1 for some reason. Also another cool thing is the key. You still get a cool old school type key with these. On all the modern Ferraris like my Pista, you do not get that. You get this weird little kind of red egg-shaped thing, little fob. It's keyless entry. Once you get in the car, you just kind of plop it in the front somewhere, but this still physically needs to go into the hole, which I think is quite cool. And if you're sat at a table on a date, you whack that down. I mean, no one's going to argue with what that is. The other little red fob just looks a bit cheap, but this, I like these keys a lot. And as I say, these look exactly the same. Well, it would look exactly the same if it was focused. They're exactly the same as my F12 keys, so I'm going to have to label them or something, I guess. That's rich as well. All in all then, I'm very, very happy with the car. I really, really need to edit this video, then go to bed, and then go to work. So I'm gonna end the video now. I just wanted to say hello to the car basically when it got back and introduce the car properly to my channel. As I say, I really, really need some sleep, so I'm gonna go now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like it. All of that stuff. Give it a thumbs up, comment, share, blah, 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 and yeah.